Good morning, boys and girls. We're going to do our phonics lesson today a little different, or this week a little differently. So you should have your word cards out. So I'm going to have you look at your word cards and see if you see some patterns within the words for this week. All right. You separate yours while I am separating mine. All right, let's look at them. What are you noticing in your words this week? Yeah, there are a lot of R's. So we are going to be working with some words with R's, but now we got to decide how these patterns are going to be worked together. All right, I have an OR in the middle. I have another OR in the middle. I have an OR on the end. I'm not sure about that one. So we're going to put that off to the side just yet. I have OR. I have a E on the end. Okay. So I'm just kind of looking at them, sorting them this way by the way I look at them. OR in the middle. So I have a new one, OAR. 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 Ooh, OOR. OOR. I have a E on the end, but there's a consonant with it. I'm going to put that one off to the side too. I'm not sure about that one. OR in the middle. OR in the middle. OR in the middle with an E. I'll put that one off to the side with that other one. OR in the middle. OUR. Don't even have that one. I'm going to move these over. It's a totally new one. OAR. OAR and ORE. Okay, so I have a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never had 6 before, so now we've got to go through and say our words and see if they sound the same within each pattern. All right, I have corn, fork, storm, world. That one doesn't sound like that group, so let's put it over here. Work, storm, work. That doesn't sound the same. Worm. That doesn't sound the same. Okay, so I have tore, sore, war, store, more. All of those sound the same, so that's a good one. Okay. Then I have roar, or, soar, horse, bore. Okay. And I have worse and horse, or, horse. Sounds very similar to the or in corn, storm, fork, and corn. Right. Oh, I see the or over here for 4. And let's see. Worse, worm, work, world. Those all have the It almost sounds like it's an ER sound. Worse, worm, work, world. And then I have pour, which sounds like just OR, but there's 2 O's. And floor, which sounds like OR, but there's 2 O's. And then for, that sounds like OR, but it's OU. So these are my sorts this week. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sorts. And my sort patterns for this week are going to be, let's move these up. 5 patterns this week. I'm going to have OR, like my corn. I'm going to have OUR, O-R-E, which is going to be like tour. I'm going to have O-A-R, like a roar. And then I'm going to have, this is the tricky one. This is the one that Miss Foster was like, it sounds like the E-R. We're going to call it the W plus O-R words. Okay? And that's going to be your, fix and put an E there, O-R, like work. Okay? And then we're going to have, what's that group called? That's right, oddball. And those are our 3 oddball words right here, because pour and floor have the O-R sound, and for have the O-R sound, but they are spelled differently. So the double O in both of those 2 words and the O-U gives us the OR sound, R controlled O-O-R sound, but we are sorting them differently because they do not spell the same way. So this word right here, horse, the reason why it is fitting into this group is because of that consonant S in there. Otherwise it would be in the O-R-E sort. So speaking of those 2 words, we do have 2 words that we want to look at that are kind of sound the same. We have this word horse, and we have this word horse. Okay, do you know what this horse is? Good job. Yeah, it's the animal. It's one that you would ride. And do you know what this word horse is? Yep, that's when you've lost your voice, or your voice is scratchy. It's having a rough voice. So remember our book of our Aunt Ant, and it talked about the horse sung a hymn, and he was hoarse. So these are the 2 words that sound very similar. They're homophones, and they're written different. So they sound the same. A homophone, like your phone, you listen. So they sound the same, but they're written different. Makes them homophones. That's the difference between a homophone and a homograph. A homograph, they're written the same, and they have 2 different meanings. But anyway, those are our 2 tricky words. This sort right here is the tricky sort for the week. I think these are easy to recognize because they have the different vowels in the middle. They still give the OR sound, but they're different. But this sort is tricky this week because it has the W, so it's the W plus the OR, and it gives that ER sound, so that's why it's kind of tricky, because you want to put ER with it as the sound to be able to write it. So that's your sort for this week. I hope that you sorted your words and you learned something new this week.